This is clearly Goldshot Farm if you weren't aware. You could probably tell by the title and thumbnail that this is Goldshot Farm. But I'm not Morgan. My name is actually Paul. This is Breaking New Roots. I am actually Olivia's second half. I've been behind the scenes a lot for the last year while we've traveled the country. Before we got here, Olivia put out that we might be doing a chore video. So that's what this is. So this is doing Morgan's chores at Goldshot Farm from a different perspective. So your first question is, well, why us? Why are we here? Oh, hear him? Good morning, Toby. Good morning, Abby. Hi. Good morning, beautiful. You are ferocious. She is very intimidating. That does not come across too much on Morgan's videos, I feel like, on how intimidating she actually is. Good morning, beautiful. So, a little backstory to get us here. We farmed for 6 years in Indiana, to which we sold in 22, very early 22. Decided what we wanted to be when we grew up. Stayed at a friend's farm for about a year. And then had this wild inkling to travel the country full time. Good morning, Abby. Are you gonna eat me? Can I come pet you? How are we gonna do this morning? Good morning, beautiful. Where's Toby? Oh, he's already out doing his daily duties, isn't he? Hi, you're okay? Hi, beautiful. You are a good girl, aren't you? You are such a good girl. All right, you wanna help me with chores this morning? Oh. Morning, peepers. These guys are getting huge. Need to bring a scoop. Make this a little bit easier. Okay. Good on food. You guys are good on water. All right, we'll fill this one again though. So, sold our farm, tried to figure out what we wanted to do. Tried to buy a couple places. It really didn't end up working out too well for us. We really tried to move to North Carolina, but it just wasn't in our cards. Then I had this wild idea, go visit farms across America and tell their story and let them be told. Because honestly, I think farming is one of the least talked about occupations. It's always easy to kind of dunk on the farmer, the stereotypical dumb farmer, but you know, they're not stupid and they just don't have a voice. So we felt like our channel could be a place for them to kind of share their story. What I didn't know would happen is, and that's where Morgan comes into this picture for us. So Morgan's always been a friend of ours. He's always kind of been a sounding board for us. There you guys go. I'm gonna come open your door real quick. Is it crazy to talk to animals? It can't be crazy, right? But anyway, so Morgan's always kind of been a sounding board for us. Hey, I have this idea, what do you think? So I had this idea about doing these farm tours and potentially traveling the country. And Morgan, being the guy he is, said, well, if you're gonna do it across the country, you should be able to do it in your own backyard. So that's exactly what we did. We did it in our own backyard. We did a few farms, met a lot of great people, our neighbors, our friends that we met had that when we were farming. We decided at that point, there was a chance that this could be something that other people are interested in too. I think farmers have a lot to teach people. I think that there's such infinite wisdom, and every farm, even in the regenerative model, is doing things just a little bit differently, whether that's based on the climate they're in or their social or their economical situation or how their finances are. There's just something everyone's doing a little bit differently that I think can be taken away and learned from every single farm. Because like our farm, after 6 years, you can deem it a failure because we decided to sell it. Oh, sorry guys, I'll let you come out. I always forget how fast those guys are until you have to put them up. Last night we had some pretty heavy rains, and they obviously don't know to go inside yet. So I had to come out before the rain and let them out. When we kind of had our idea and felt like it was gonna work really, really well, we decided that we were gonna hit the road full time. So quit my fire department job, buy a better camper than what we initially started with, and let's travel. So Indiana's cold in December, if you knew that or not. So we headed south as fast as we could and got to basically right to Mississippi as quickly as possible. Basically decided before we started we were gonna work our way back up the East Coast. Morgan's a friend of ours, like I said, and when we told him kind of like our general layout of what we were gonna do, he said, hey, we're gonna go on vacation. Would you guys mind coming up and farm sitting for us while we're gone? Absolutely. Tell us when and we'll be there. And that's exactly what happened. And then all the flooding happened, and then we had a terrible time getting here. But we are here and we're here safe. Am I doing okay, Abby? I'm really trying my best. The one thing I didn't think that would happen, that did, is missing farming. I knew I would miss it. I mean, you kind of mourn it, or I went through that mourning process. Ma'am, you are not supposed to be in here. Why are we having this problem again? I need you to vacate the premises. Jump, go. Ugh. You are a problem. Your kids are outside. Where are you going? Be free. Your kids are right there. Go take care of your kids. Gosh, freeloader. All right, the real reason we came in here was to let these guys out. Morning, weird chickens. Checking me out. All right, I'll leave you alone. Go about your business. So I knew I would miss farming. Like, I mourned that when we started. I honestly didn't realize to the extent I would miss it. You know, not having responsibility of doing chores. Well, I mean, we have 2 little kids. That's our responsibility right now. But so I knew we would miss farming. I knew we would miss going out and doing the chores every day. I just don't think I maybe realized how much that would be, or how much of an impact that was on my life. When we started traveling and meeting all these farmers, I felt like I was really learning something as Olivia's editor in every single video. Trying to learn from the mistakes that we made. Like, I'll be honest, when the pandemic happened, we tried to do the noble thing. COVID happened, prices are going up on everything, and we try to keep our prices the exact same. Everyone needs to eat. I don't need to just mark my product up. Our feed prices kept going up. Everything got more expensive for us. We thought, I have a good job as a firefighter paramedic, that it's paying our mortgage, we're safe, we're in a good spot. So let's just keep our prices the same and let people be able to afford our food, and then even go so far as to help people. So customers of ours that lost their jobs, we would make sure that they still had groceries, make sure they still had meat to eat. And that's good as a human aspect, but as far as a business goes, especially as a farm that's operating on razor thin margins, that was very, very stupid. So you may be wondering where Olivia and the kids are, and we've realized through this adventure that sometimes dividing is the best way to conquer the day. So Olivia handles the kids in the morning while I take care of chores. Abby is a very, very, very good guard dog, and here's the thing, she does not like 2 small kids. So we have to be very, very cautious with the Abby dog and our 2 kids. Unfortunately, our kids stay away, so it makes it easier on me, because then Abby's not freaking out either. So Definitely got to make sure cows are where they're supposed to be. I know Morgan lets his calves kind of get under the fence, which is perfect, so they can kind of get the best grass ahead of them. But what I've noticed is that those steers, I think that steers, Morgan's told me their names, and I am so terrible with names, so bad. I don't even really remember Olivia's name half the time, so that's why she has so many nicknames. I don't see anybody out so far, so that's a good sign. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning, cows. So I really do enjoy Morgan's cows. I know he's got Charolais and Highlands. The Highlands are super cool. Never been around those. How does Morgan do this? It's a little clunky. The camera in the hand, that's for an extra level of fun. There's something very, very peaceful to this. I mean, minus the cows staring me down like waiting for their breakfast. How does Morgan do this, man? I don't remember it being this hard to do all the things, but here we are. You guys are looking good today. Not sure if you guys needed to hear that, but got a bunch of hungry customers. I'm going. I don't know how your owner does this so fast. Woo. You ever feel nervous being at a job and then the whole world's watching you? Quite literally, but more or less these guys. You guys ready to move? Okay. I'm gonna put you guys down. Godspeed. See if I can get you guys a good angle. You guys see good? Okay, let's do this. Hi, chickens. Morning, cows. So something I've always wondered is every farmer has a different call. Mine and Olivia's was scow. Morgan's is hey cows, come on cows. So let's go. Well, you guys kind of responded. Hey cows, come on cows. There. See? Different farms, different noises, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone? Did you guys sleep good? How was the storm? Good morning. Man, I am loving these Highlands. I don't know your name, I'm sorry. If there was a test or quiz on the cows' names, I would probably get a 0. I know your guys' names, I just don't know who's who. Chickens, I will feed you in a second. I love this shade structure, man. Get their fence closed. Actually need another fence post. So let me first say and apologize for the technical difficulties there. I kind of forgot everything that goes into making sure the camera doesn't overheat, and it's already morning this morning. So that's my bad on that. So I went ahead and finished the chickens. So now they're done following me for the meantime. Me and Olivia both went through the itching phase of missing farming. I think she'd admit to that okay, but especially when we were visiting farms, you know, they're getting their gardens started and cattle or livestock are hitting pasture for the first time. It just kind of made us really, really miss farming ourselves. It was really hard there at times. It was like, are we really doing the right thing here? We're real big, healthy people. We like to eat good, healthy food. We like drinking raw milk, whether you do or don't. That's your own opinion. For us, we do. And so like we don't have that on the road because of raw milk laws vary state to state, and it's about impossible to figure out the laws, and by the time you do, you're moving to the next. We both started getting the itch in the spring, but when it really hit me is when my parents came in Virginia and allowed us to go visit Jordan Green. And I got to move those heavy chicken tractors, the Joel Salatin chicken tractors, which if you know, they can be heavy. As hard as it was, as heavy as those things are, I really missed moving animals every day. There's just something out of this world about it. And one of the other things I really missed was picking up the camera and bringing you along with me. No one cares about me editing videos in the camper, and that's okay. Just time for change. And you probably have heard by now, I hope this isn't your first time hearing this, but we are going to make a transition from the road again and back to farming, which is so exciting for us. We are going to move to North Carolina. That is for sure happening. We are still in the process of finding land, but you will start seeing me more on camera. You'll see Olivia still too. She's not going away. It's not a one-for-one swap. You will get to see me again because I really enjoy making these videos, believe it or not. If you remember us having a channel named Schoentrup Farms that long ago, kudos for being here this long. It's been a long journey, and I'm so happy to be back on camera again. And I'm so glad to be able to move animals because there's nothing better than these cows just ripping the grass in the morning. Bye, cows. I know Morgan has said before what he paid for this place, but it really has $1 million views, like for real. As the fog burns off this morning. Some of you regular followers may realize that I kind of forgot 2 other animals too. So I'll have to go take care of them too. Morning, pigs. Here they come. It's a piggy stampede. Did you guys get a lot of rain last night? Huh? Excuse me, pigalos. Hey. I can't feed you if you keep blocking me to get to the feeder. Excuse me. Got a lot more rain last night here in Vermont. Sure, that's exactly what everyone needed. Oh, good pigs. Believe it or not, pigs are actually one of my favorite animals. Pablo Barn Cat, how are you this morning, sir? Fan favorite, Pablo. That one I can remember. Why? Why can't I remember Pablo's name but on all of the cows? There's 2 outdoor cats and 1 indoor cat. So there's only 3 names I have to remember. And he's pretty cool, and I'm allergic to all get out to cats. It's one cool cat. Kind of forgot the key staple here. The ducks and geese, I was talking about them this morning when the ducks were taking their morning bath. But I definitely forgot about the ones back there. So they're working on starting a revolution against me, which I get. I would too. How would I forget to feed the ducks? We'll take care of that. Man, they are gonna kill me when I get up to them, aren't they? I've never been more afraid. So many ducks and geese angry at me. Morning, everybody. You guys are such a noisy bunch. Anyone say you guys should get together and throw a party? Hi, ducks. Are you guys my friends? I do think having ducks and geese is insanely cool for what they do to the pasture. And when we get our place, it'll probably be on the list because of how good they are eating the grass, on top of all the stuff that chickens eat too. They are certainly noisy, aren't they? Guys got full bellies, gonna go for a swim. Doesn't get better than that. So last but certainly not least, the heifer. And I don't know if you guys have been watching Morgan's videos. I assume you have, but he's got these 2 younger heifers away from the rest of the herd. I assume for breeding. They're pretty friendly. It's 1 Charolais and 1 Highland. but they are separate, so they gotta get their water filled separately too. But they're just chilling in the shade. Let's not get electrocuted today. That would be ideal. You guys don't need much water, do you? Hi, ma'am. You are incredibly friendly, aren't you? Okay, bye, beautiful. Have a good day. Stay in school, don't do drugs. Well, good morning. Morning chores here are really, Morgan's made it very easy for us as farm sitters, I would say. And I know, like, when our operation, when we had farm sitters, it was tough to kind of let go of it to someone else that doesn't necessarily understand the ins and outs of your farm. And I don't understand the ins and outs of Morgan's farm. I just feel like I'm trying to keep the cruise control going here, because he understands everything, where everything is, everything has a purpose. But as the outsider coming in, it's like, okay, I'll do it the way he wants it done, just get it done. It's also inspired us to go farm again. So I'm so excited about it. It feels very overwhelming right now in this exact moment, because now we gotta find a place to live, gotta find a way to afford it, and how to make it what we want, what we're looking for. Taking the things that we've learned from, I don't know if it's been said yet, but when we get back to Indiana for a couple weeks, here when we leave Vermont, we'll have crossed 100 farms in 10 months. And when I say that out loud, it doesn't feel real. But it's been a great 10 months of travel full time. We've met so many great people, but we're excited to settle down and grow our own food again, and grow it and take the things that we've learned from those 100 farms. But we're gonna visit more too. Like, that's not off the table either. Take those things that we've learned from those 100 farms and bring them to our farm and homestead. Because believe it or not, with every single farm we visited, I have taken away something that I feel we could use on our farm in the future. Just like my thought for this video and what it was gonna be and what it's turned into are two completely different things. My life has also turned out that way as well. So thank you for coming with me today. I can't wait to see where we go, and I hope you will follow along with our journey.